Hey everybody, how are we doing? Let's see. Fresh, not you just immediately spamming the Ko-fi link. Thank you. But I know I'm like I technically went live a little bit earlier than I usually do, but like a few minutes, and like I still got here like around the same time I was going to get here regardless. But I desperately needed a shower, so I did it. I took my shower, and I feel so much better now. But the plan for tonight, y'all. Remember to like the stream. Yes, everyone who's watching, please remember to like the stream. Helps me out greatly, and it pushes me in the YouTube algorithm, so that way more people could come in and say hi. But the plan for tonight's a little bit different because like the stream title is let's build this 4ft Munchlax, but I was able to get into Artist Alley for MomoCon next weekend, and it is next weekend. And my plan was to originally have more stuff crocheted before I had to hop on here to crochet the Munchlax, and that just did not happen. So I'm gonna crochet some more Among Us plushies, and then from there we're going to start working on the Munchlax afterward. I'm not entirely sure how long the stream is gonna be. I know I keep saying it's not gonna be that long, but then like it literally ends up being like 5 hours. But I'm gonna try to be mindful of the time tonight. I will be more quiet than usual tonight though, because I am focusing. So this is gonna be more of a productivity stream than anything else, because I really need to like buckle up and crochet. So all that being said, I'm just gonna start crocheting, honestly. I don't have a whole lot to talk about. I just gotta work. Okay, I gotta go ahead, shake these hands out and get ready to work. Let me turn this down a bit more. Yeah. Why is this turned down? Okay. Okay, that's, I was like, oh, that's all the way up. Okay, so still, let me turn this up. Okay, that's up, that's down. That should be okay. Test. Okay, yeah, that's better. So what am I doing? I am switching things around. Also, I was playing around with my settings earlier, and like, it should work. It should be working, but we should get notification now whenever we get a new subscriber, a new follower. So it should work in, like, I think I put it in this corner here. It should go off. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started crocheting because I have so much to crochet, y'all. It's not even funny. What am I looking for? Oh, I'm rusty. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I'm gonna go ahead and get these. These are like all the backpacks for the Among Us plushies. I need like 5 of each color. And I have like 5 pink, and now I'm working on 5 red. And I got 4 backpacks done, and I need to get 1 more done. I'm hoping that this doesn't take too long. Because, like, let's get to it. Yeah. Like, I'm hoping this doesn't take too long because I was able to get through these pretty quickly without distractions yesterday. So I'm hoping that tonight will be the same way. Also, Fresh, I had a question for you since you're here. Are you going to be at MomoCon at all this or next weekend? Doesn't look like it right now. Okay, so that whole thing with your aunt was just like undetermined whether you could come down at all whatsoever. That kind of sucks, bro. Did you already buy your ticket for the weekend, or were you just gonna buy like at the convention? I was holding up to buy it. I wasn't completely sure. Okay, at least you haven't bought it yet. I feel like it would have been like vaguely more annoying if you already like had your ticket and you're just like, well, you know that meme from whatchamacallit, Gravity Falls, when Dipper is just like holding onto that piece of paper and he's like, wow, this is completely useless. Like that would be irritating. I have like this sting on the corner of my thumb. Hold on. I hate when the corner of my fingers like get dry. But I have like these like little things on my fingers that's just like dry skin that like snags in the yarn, and it's so annoying because it feels so weird. Oh, also Fresh, can you try the command !donate? That should be working too, because I was playing around with my settings today and I think I added a, I know I added a donation command. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with the dono bar though that's over on my Twitch. Okay, it does work good. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with the dono bar on my Twitch because it occurred to me that because I made a, the tip needs to be, Okay, that needs to be fixed. I was like, I know I'm forgetting something. So basically what I did was I made another Streamlabs OBS account, so Slobs account, for just my YouTube stuff because I didn't want to accidentally edit or change anything from my Twitch streaming stuff. And I'm just like, I can't bring the donut bar, or there won't be any notifications for the donut bar over here because every time y'all donate, it'll be attached to my Twitch account. So I could have the link up here. I could have the actual, like, you know, bar up here as well. But as far as it, like, going off and hearing Eartha Kitt cackle over the mic, that's all linked to my other account. So I'm kind of, like, debating on whether or not I want to even have it over here or not. Just because... What am I looking for? Chatbot. Chat commands. Ooh. Tip, that's what I want to turn off. Yeah, because the donate bar, the donate one works, the tip one does not work. Okay, cool. Can I even... Okay, cool. So that's one that works, the other one doesn't work, and I could... Okay, cool. Making progress. I realized at some point that I actually really want to switch over all my stuff over to OBS because I actually do like using OBS a lot more. And now that I'm getting the hang of balancing what features I can use from Streamlabs OBS that I can use on, like, you know, just regular OBS, I'm kind of just like, ooh, that's a game changer, because now I could just grab the favorite parts of Streamlabs OBS and bring them over here to OBS. Versus having to, like, you know, use like a bunch of different stuff. Like, I still have to figure out how many different things I want to use, because at some point y'all gonna see me go live at like 8:30 in the morning on Twitch, and it's gonna be me playing around with my settings and making sure everything works, because I don't want to have the same settings that I have set up for Twitch on my YouTube, because the vibes are similar but not the same. Oh yeah, I also need to finish up the Pokeballs real quick. Those will take like no time to do. Yeah, I'm guessing like the first 2 hours of this was just gonna be me like getting stock stuff ready for MomoCon, and then the last 2 hours are gonna be me working on the Munchlax, which I'm not mad at. Okay. This is way too long, but whatever. Okay, those 5 are done. Maka, welcome in. How are you doing? I'm doing okay. That's good. We're currently working on making an Among Us plushie, or about 5 of them, hopefully. And then we're gonna start working on a giant Munchlax plushie that we started last week. Hey, Starlight, welcome in. How are you doing? You crochet so fast? No, listen, I have been crocheting since I was like 8 years old. And I was on and off with it for a while, and then like it stuck. And eventually became a full-time business in 2016. Yeah, 2016. But like, I meant to crochet these plushies earlier, and I just like ran out of time because I had to deal with other stuff today. But I got into MomoCon's Artist Alley. It's like an anime convention, and they have like an Artist Alley vendor hall where people can sell stuff. And I was supposed to have these done earlier today, and now I'm just kind of like, well, I believe I could whip out 5 in 2 hours. So I'm kind of hyper focused right now and just like trying to get these done because they don't take too long. I did all the backpacks already for them, so that's done. But like now it's the actual bodies part, and I'm kind of just like, nope, gotta go. Shady, hey, welcome in. How are you doing? I did my fast crochet, doing okay. Called out with a head cold. Dang. No, I feel like every time the summertime rolls around, like there's always like that one cold that someone catches. Just because like, you know, the season's changing. Like it's not even like a cold for real. It literally is just, hey, it's not winter no more. I'ma just be sick. Like you ain't gotta do all that. You could just be okay with the weather changes, you know? You ain't gotta be so dramatic about it. But rest day is nice. That's nice. How are you? I'm doing pretty okay. I'm kind of like tired, but like I had mentioned earlier that like I'm just really like I'm anxious. I'm more quiet today because I'm anxious because it is Wednesday and I have a week to finish up whatever I need for MomoCon, and I just don't feel like I have enough time. So I'm kind of just like, we're gonna be real quiet. We're gonna be real focused real quick because I got stuff to do. Also, like my daughter's sick right now, and I don't know what she has, but like it seems like it's just a real nasty like stomach bug. So my husband and I have just been taking turns like taking care of her and like helping her out and just encouraging her that like, you know, she's gonna be okay. It's just, if you're craving ice cream, you really can't have any milk right now. Like we had got Zaxby's for ourselves for dinner, and she was just so miserable on the couch. She was like, I wish I wasn't sick right now. I want some french fries. And I'm like, little girl, let me tell you about the science with an upset stomach and grease. I'm gonna tell you right now, okay? Ain't gonna be fun. And as your parent, I'm not gonna let you do that to yourself. But also, I get it. It's some bullshit. Like I'm just like, yeah, this is ghetto. This real. Yeah, no. Don't touch me though. I don't want to get sick. But like, yeah, if you need to cry, I will cry because like I'm the same way. If I'm unable to eat the food that I like, because I like to comfort myself with food, and she's also very much the same, we both are just like miserable, like the worst people ever. Like I could deal with a lot, but dealing with all that and then also be hungry, oh, I'm the biggest baby. So she's miserable right now. I get it, but fortunately we have some like fruit pouches in the fridge, and she ate them, and then she was like, this is good, and more importantly, it stayed down. She had the most random craving for some honey, and so we gave her a spoonful of honey, and then she ate a fruit pouch, and she has not thrown up since. So the way I ran my ass to the store and got her like 4 more pouches, I was like, little girl, if this is working, best believe I got an hour and a half before I got a stream. I'm gonna go to Publix real quick. Like, I'm gonna do it. Hey, Maple, welcome in. How are you doing? Why is my thing being weird? Huh. I'm trying to figure out why my YouTube is like being really slow to like update, but like I guess it's fine. I guess it'll figure itself out in a second here. Who knows? I'm good. Just got home with some ice cream with me. Hey, what kind of ice cream did you get, Shady? I'm having pretty bad cramps. I don't mind just hanging out and watch smooth crocheting. I appreciate you hanging out. I'm trying to like get monetized on you. Well, I'm not trying to. I'm actively putting in the effort to get monetized on YouTube. Because I'm already monetized on Twitch, but like Twitch and I have been beefing lately, and I'm just like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and get one more streamer revenue in here. You know, like what could, like, you know, 2, 3, 4, like it's not gonna hurt nothing. But YouTube has this policy where you have to hit like 4,000 public watch hours, and I feel like if you like create videos that like get like 300 views like per video, if not more, like consistently, you'll do fine, and you'll hit the goal within the year. But my videos are tutorials, and like they don't hit that many views, which is like fine. But then I realized that live streaming is a lot easier to hit because I can be here for 4 hours, and people have a tendency of just watching and lurking. And then when y'all do that, like I'm already at 200 public watch hours from just doing like what the 5th or 6th stream. I don't remember what stream number this is, but like it's working. So crocheting and streaming, you know, I'm gonna get monetized. I'm gonna do the thing. Let's see. I hope she gets better soon. I hope she feels better. I hope she feels better. And that you get your stuff done. I'll be there focusing on PB again. How much more do you have to get done on PB, Starlight? Made it myself. Vanilla ice cream with fresh strawberries, pecans, chocolate chip bits, and chocolate syrup. Whoa, that's really cool. Now that people can say they made their ice cream themselves, like that is top tier. I'm trying to imagine fresh strawberries, pecans, and like chocolate chips. It sounds good, but like I'm not a huge fan of pecans, mostly because like I hate whenever you bite into it and like I'm gonna call it the skin, but like that outer layer of like the nut like peels off and gets stuck in your teeth. Like I personally hate that. And I like pecans, but like I hate when they like I hate the chewiness of peanuts sometimes, or just nuts in general. Yo, 1 second. Hopefully this won't play and y'all won't hear double. I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on with my stream, because it's showing me like 1 person is watching. But like yeah, it's still showing now 1 person watching. What the heck? There's like 1, 2. Ayo. Now Maple. You just got here. You said hi, and then one of the message I haven't got a chance to read, and you gonna start blowing up the Ko-fi. Cackles. Oh wait, you weren't in stream yesterday on Twitch. Remember, I want to tell y'all about my Cult of the Lamb game. Also, thank everyone for liking the video. It does help a lot. I don't know why YouTube is tweaking on this view counter here, because there's definitely not 1 person in here. There's more than 1. There's like at least 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's at least 5 people in here. So I don't know why they're refusing to show my stats, because like it matters. Okay, I'm not gonna be too stressed. I need to focus. I will let it fix itself. I will let it figure itself out. Also, do I still have... I think I still have the same amount of followers. Because, like, I think the alert for a new subscriber should work. But I won't know until someone tests it. Like, I tested out earlier. But there's so much testing I could do before I just have to, like, go live and hope for the best. Tonight's goal is to finish the panel and starting the last one. Fingers crossed. Okay, let's go. Let's go. It's delicious. I also put a tiny bit of kosher salt in there and it worked out. Yeah, I know it's kosher salt. Like, I like in ice cream because it gives it like a little extra oomph. Because like I love sea salt caramel ice cream. That's like my favorite kind of ice cream to eat. Besides like, you know, straight French vanilla ice cream. But you put a little bit of salt in ice cream, it makes it so good. I don't know why. But also thank you, Maple, for donating. We're at 26%. You only won. I just came back from a bit of shopping, and I got my dad a nice birthday card and a bottle of fine whiskey. Hey, that's gonna be exciting when he gets it. I really tried. I came back on yesterday, just as Twitch decided to be racist and not work for you. Yeah, it was. So yesterday's stream was fine. Like we were there for 7 hours of just Cult of the Lamb things. And it was really great. Like, we had a really great time. I wasn't planning on streaming for 7 hours, but, like, I already told y'all, the moment I play Cult of the Lamb, like, it's wraps. It's one of those games I can easily hyper-focus on for a few, if not way too many hours. And it's just the fact that, like, hitting the 5-hour mark is so easy, and hitting the 8-hour mark, it's like I blink, and then I'm just like, whoa. What happened? It was like 11 o'clock, like 5 minutes ago. Why is it 3 a.m.? Like, that's just how that game is for me. And I was trying to get that similar effect in my ice cream, and it really paired up with the chocolate syrup in pieces. Yeah. I'm glad it worked out for you. I'm really glad. Because, like, I love experimenting with food, but it hurts my soul whenever my experimentation goes wrong. Because then I have, like, this food that, like, I thought it was going to be fire. I thought it was going to work out. Everything was great until the Fire Nation attacked. And then I just have to look at it and be like, this is mid at best. And I'm gonna eat it because I don't feel like making any. I can't go through the process of trying to make something all over again. Like, I used all my spoons for this one attempt. I can't go back. It's currently 26 degrees here in Cripes. 26 is like what, 70 in Fahrenheit, right? Is that how that math works out? The woes of experimental cooking. I've done that to myself too, and you just gotta sit with it. Yeah, like you have to sit there and just be like, damn. I tell myself, let them cook. And now I gotta ask myself, why did you do that? Oh my goodness. But yeah, no, yesterday's stream on Twitch was like fine. It did pretty great. We didn't have any issues. No crashing, no disconnecting, nothing. Monday night was miserable because it just refused to act right. And y'all saw me pop over here real quick just to make sure it wasn't like, you know, me tweaking. It was Twitch. 79 degrees in Fahrenheit. Okay, so I knew it wasn't 80. I knew it wasn't 80. But also I wasn't sure like how close to 80 it was. Like I definitely felt like, you know, 75 was at the very least the lowest it could be. But it wasn't like 85 degrees, you know? I'm getting better. Look at me. Yeah. It took about a year. Now I'm over here doing the math in my head and getting kind of close. I thought this would be great. And it's like rubber. Yeah. It's actually really weird. I'm kind of curious why. Honestly, I could do a quick Google search. Bro, all this quick search, quick check is like not even helping. It's just not updating. That's so weird. Yeah, I think I'll just leave it like this for now. But yes, let me tell you about my cold lamb game yesterday. I don't remember all the details because it was very long. It was pretty great, but I think I went back into the game trying to figure out how to. Yeah, I forget where we left off. Yeah, okay, so I started the game not knowing what the heck we were doing because I was just like, y'all, I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't know what's going on. Which is like usually the case with most of my games whenever I end them. I usually just like forget completely and then come back and be like, oh, now it's all coming back to me. So we started playing the game and I realized, or we got notifications that the Twitch integration was updated. So like now y'all can vote. Like I could let y'all vote on who y'all want to resurrect, who y'all want to get married, who y'all want to sacrifice. Like y'all have a lot more involvement in the game, so y'all could actually vote on what we do versus me just asking y'all and then making a poll or whatever. Like it's part of the game now. And on top of that too, y'all could send me personal messages in the game as well. So your character click, come up to me, and if I click talk to them, you guys could send me y'all could send me like a personal message and it'll pop up in the game in the chat bubble for their character, which is like really cute and really fun. And I was just like, y'all, I have the auto approve on, please don't make me regret it. Because I know y'all are unhinged on Twitch. Y'all are pretty great, but also y'all be on some wild all the time over there. So I'm just like, y'all don't make me have to like auto approve this stuff before it goes across the screen. But it was really cool. It was really cool, and we had a lot of fun playing around with stuff with that. I did a couple of quests. I got some more upgrades, and at some point, like I think the one reoccurring theme throughout the whole evening was that y'all literally are like a good chunk of y'all are afraid of death and germaphobes. I don't know when or how that happened, but that was the case. And every time I went on the mission, someone died. And instead of looking away, instead of like not looking directly at the dead body, y'all will look at it and then just get sick everywhere. Like the way I kept running around, running back home, talking about y'all don't look, I'm cleaning it up, don't look, why are you, like y'all were just making a mess. Y'all were just making a mess every time. I think I spent the majority of the game just running back to base and just clean up behind y'all, because y'all would literally be like, oh my god, leader, our place is a mess, why someone should do something about this. And I'm just like, get a broom, get a bucket, get a mop, do something about this. Like there's like 16 of y'all, and at some point like we didn't have any food, so y'all were big mad at me because y'all were starving. And I'm just like, well, I can't go out on a mission to get food because every time I leave someone dies, and then y'all spend like 45 minutes just staring at the body and making yourself sick. So like, how am I supposed to do anything? It's like that train wreck you can't look away from. No, for real, because like y'all were stressing me out. Y'all were stressing me out deeply. And then at some point we were upgrading some of our indoctrinations. And I know the first game we played, we were cannibals. And so the second game we played, the current game we're playing right now, we actually have a grass trait. So now y'all can eat grass without getting sick or having any like, side effects of eating grass. And it's funny because like there's this clip of me like maniacally laughing because I'm over here freaking out. We're running out of food. We don't have anything to eat. I fished as much as I could fish. There's nothing I could do. And then I realized I have like 42 bowls of grass I can make. And I'm just like, wait, we're vegan. So I just make a bunch of bowls of grass for everybody, and I'm just like, we gonna like, listen. We got food at home. Don't say I didn't do nothing for y'all. Okay, we got food in the fridge. It's grass. So everyone ate grass and was happy about it. But I feel like the game had an update, and I honestly feel like y'all get hungry more often because every time I turned around, y'all were just like, "Leader, we're hungry. Leader, we're hungry. Leader, we're hungry." I'm like, y'all just ate. I just made y'all like the most delicious. Like, also, I did burn a bowl of grass, and I was like, y'all, my cooking skills are so bad. How do you burn a bowl of grass? That's how stressed out y'all got me. Y'all got me so stressed. I'm burning the bowl of grass. Imagine. Touch the grass, eat the grass. Yes, be one with the grass, consume the grass. Um, but yeah, at some point, y'all were like vaguely okay. And at some point in the evening, I was trying to figure out because like Cole the Lamp has a bunch of new skins, and one of the skins is a koala. So I was just like, okay, cool. How do you unlock the koala? Because it's under the general tab, so that means it's tied to a side quest that you just have to kind of like stumble upon and figure out, right? And so I was like, wait, I want to go back to my original game, and I want to see if how many like general stuff I have unlocked, because that means the game isn't 100% hit. It's like maybe I would say maybe 70 or 80% done. So I save and I go back to my original game, which was the biggest mistake I could have made that evening. Because tell me how I go back to my original game. Y'all ever had like those little like Neopets? Those little things that we're all supposed to take care of, and then if you like ignore it, like you come back to it and your Neopet is like, battery dead, actual pet dead, no water, no food, no resources. Hey Megan, welcome in. How you doing? So like I go to my original game and everything was on fire. There's no faith, there's no food, there's no cleanliness, there's no water. People are mad at me. I'm just like, oh, okay, so I don't play my original game for a few months because we beat it, and now when I come back, y'all literally just like, our leader's a false prophet, we're going to leave, like we're leaving right now. I was like, I just spent like a good 5 minutes just screaming and fixing stuff because I'm just like, hey, I don't really want to be here. I'm just coming through to see what I have unlocked on this original game. I didn't realize everything was going, like literally it was like me walking to a room and everything's on fire, like from Community. I got full boxes of pizza. I'm like, hey, what's up? Everything's on fire. Like, I fixed it, but like at what cost? At what cost? So I realized that, my original game, I still have more characters or more skins to unlock. And that the koala skin is locked definitely behind the side quest and like the general stuff. So I need to just like, just run through the different levels and just hope I come across the quest for it. Okay, cool. So I go back to my original game. I go back to my second playthrough, and I get some more stuff done. And I think at some point I was trying to figure out, wait, Dad went to get milk and the kids are not happy about it? No, like, y'all were big mad. Y'all were big mad in the original game. I was like, first of all, I don't appreciate y'all yelling at me. But I went back to my second game, did some more stuff in it, did a lot of fishing, because y'all apparently like fish. Like, we were getting seafood boils like every night, and then at some point the faith kept getting really low because I kept dying, because like there's a new update with the game where you have this like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like the enemies, like the regular enemies have like buffs now. So some of them have shields and you have like a heavy attack, and you can only do damage to them if you hit them with a heavy attack first, and then if you do regular attack. One of them I couldn't even defeat at all. I didn't know how to defeat it. I just died because no matter what I did, it just didn't take any damage, and I was very confused because I was like, what is this? So the enemies, like, I'm playing on like normal mode, but apparently the enemies are harder in areas that you've like won already, or they're trickier to like defeat. So that was new. So I did a lot of dying, and like every time you die, your cult just like has less faith in you because you're dying all the time. And I'm just like, y'all go on these woods and try to be a cult leader. Like, y'all go out in these woods and do this. Yeah, yeah, real easy to judge from the outside, yeah. But at some point we built a singular bathroom because we're perpetually poor in our second game. Like every time I try to build something, the game is just like, you're poor. And I'm just like, what do you mean? And the game's like, you're poor. You have like 10 gold. I'm like, how much do I need to build a bathroom? They're like 30. I'm like, oh my God. Like that's just me the entire time. I'm just like, bro, this is not working out. But eventually things started panning out a little bit towards the end. Y'all started hating me less. I started loving y'all more. Everybody's eating grass and being happy about it. You know, just regular things. Can't confirm, and it's easy to judge from the outside. But the night ended with me finally unlocking the ability to marry people. Because our first game we had Fight Club. We could like, you know, pit two people against each other to fight to the death. And this time I was like, okay, we know what the other one is. So let's go ahead and do like the married one. I never did figure out how to send those messages. You didn't? Oh no. I had to see what it looks like on the opposite end. Because like on our end, we don't really see much of what y'all see. So yeah, so towards the end of the evening, we were able to unlock marriages and everything, so we could like marry people together and all that. But I misread, because apparently you don't marry your cult members to each other. You get to marry your cult members, and there's no limit to how many people you can marry. So I didn't know this, so I grabbed Fresh's character to potentially marry to Josh. And that's another, like, you know, member in our cult. There's like 6 Joshes in our cult, but like, you know, the other ones are just there to be eaten later if we run out of food again. But so I clicked on Fresh first to like get everything set up, and then immediately it's just like the wedding's happening, and I'm just like, wait, what? And I'm just looking at the screen like, what's happening? Our characters, like, you know, the holy matrimony, everything. Fresh got his dress on, looks great. I got my suit on, like we just look perfect. And like the wedding was very emotional for both of us. But we got married, and I was like, wait, I was trying to marry you to the other I didn't want to marry. What happened? What happened here? So apparently the marriage trait that you could get in Cult of Lamb allows the cult leader to marry as many people in their cult that they want to. The only side effect is the cult members that you marry become increasingly more jealous every time you remarry. So now I'm just like, how can we build the messiest telenovela in Cult of the Lamb? Get maidens? No, listen, because like it was such a wild way to end the evening, because I was like, bro, I could literally marry all y'all and everyone will hate each other because y'all are gonna be like, I think YG loves me more. Why do you love me more? Well, you're only the 7th wife, okay? You're not the 5th wife. I'm the 1st wife. Like, it's so messy. I didn't know it was going to be so messy. So, like, now Josh, who was supposed to marry Fresh, is upset because now she's not married to nobody. Fresh and I are married. We don't know how that happened. It was just a big old, like, again, I said it was a mistake. I'm not saying our marriage is a mistake. I'm just saying that we accidentally got married. But I love Fresh very much. But also, we're supposed to get married. But also, like, who am I to question God's will? But also, how did we get here? Now the fight. I wish we could have Fight Club and marriage at the same time. Because can you imagine getting like increasingly jealous like of your spouse's like 7th or 8th wife or husband, and then you just like duel them like in Fight Club? But Colton Man was like, no. Y'all can't get this messy. Wait, we should have you marry more people to see if the jealousy leads to people killing each other. Oh my god, no. Fred, I mean, yes, but like, no. We're gonna have so many save files. Because I was thinking about that. Because we also unlocked murder. So like, I could technically murder people. And like, y'all look down upon it. But if I do it like in the cover of Nightfall and y'all don't see me do it, and there's no witnesses, and y'all don't really like, you know, care. But I'm curious though, like we haven't had any murders in our first game. So in the second game, I'm kind of just like, will jealousy lead? I think jealousy might just lead to y'all like leaving. Did the Kofi go up? Yes. Maple Zaddy came in and did crimes. Oh my god, now you're over here like the kid could go up higher, please. But yeah, so the game ended very messy. Josh is jaded because he didn't get a chance to marry Fresh. Fresh and I are married and I'm very confused about it. Fresh is somehow flaunting the fact that he got married first, even though it wasn't on purpose. And Fresh was supposed to marry another streamer. Fresh was supposed to marry a whole other streamer, and he didn't. And then she's in chat talking about Fresh, what happened to us. And I'm over here like, oh, I didn't know that he was already obligated to someone else. So now Fresh torn between two different cults. Like, you really got a whole secret family behind our backs, Fresh. Like, you're talking about me telling about our, like, you know, my love life. Let's talk about your love life. You were obligated to two different cults at the same time. And you got married on live in front of the other streamer's face. And in front of Josh's face. Like, it's so messy, y'all. This game is so messy. And Jess hates me now, and it's not even my fault. I mean, like, no, like, I feel like reading is really important, but, like, I should probably do it more, but I didn't. But also, I don't think I misread it, but I'm pretty sure you can actually marry your cult members to each other. I just don't think I did it right. It wasn't behind your back. It was in front of your face. You have a whole sword over there. What? I mean, no. I guess. Anyway, so like, yeah, that's Call the Lamb. I need to like leave an update like in the Call the Lamb Discord channel because I really feel like those who missed it need to like know what's going on because I was not expecting this much drama from a new game. Like I expected like, you know, maybe more cannibalism, more murder, slightly more sacrifices, but like a love triangle that could be just a really messy polyam. Like, well, it's not even a polyam. It's what is it called again? The thing that cult members do, where they just have like, you know, one person and like a bunch of partners, but they're not allowed to like date other people. They're only allowed to like be married to the one guy. Polygamy. Yeah, it's just a bunch of polygamy. So like, I don't know what happened. Not a harem. It's a love square now. Oh my god, sister wise, yeah. That's where we're at right now. I have a harem slash just a lot of polygamy. I thought it was gonna be more cannibalism, but it's polygamy. I don't know. Y'all like, you start a cult on Twitch, and next thing you know, you marry your mod by mistake. Life comes at you fast, bro. Like, oh goodness. But it's really fun. I can't wait to play it again like next week because it's one of my favorite games. Anime Pro Tag vibes. Not Anime Pro Tag vibes, please. I mean, you're not wrong. I am the main character. Okay, the story's about me. Like, the rest of y'all are just like, you know, background characters and filler arcs. But the story's about me. It's so much fun. It's just, again, I was not expecting to be this messy. And like, what also kills me now is that I really want to go ahead and like marry Josh and see if Fresh gets jealous enough to like kill Josh. Because Josh wanted to marry Fresh, but if I marry Josh, that means Fresh's character will get jealous. Which means, I don't know what it means. I'm not sure if like the cult members will just like leave and be like, oh, I thought you were like, you know, a leader or whatever, but you're just like this, or if they're gonna like try to kill each other. Like, I feel like it's a valid question to have. later. A quick stretch break. I want to see something real quick because the alert should be working, but also if it's not, I won't be surprised. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's see, it's already 7:49, so let me go ahead and knock out like one more. Okay. Whoops. I bumped the cable. And like, I knew I did it, but I was also just like, maybe it'll just come back real quick. Did not appreciate that. That's fine. I need to check one thing. 'Cause okay, that's fine. That's fine. What am I looking for? It should be over here. I'm not vibing with that video right now. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna try a different one. Which one was I listening to before? Okay, I'm okay with this one. Yeah, I think after this one, I'm gonna switch over to Munchlax and do the other 3 off stream, because now I have like 2 of them basically done. I could work on the rest later tonight. Whoops, did I do it wrong? No, I didn't do that. I missed it earlier. What plushies are you making? Oh, I'm working on some Among Us plushies, the crewmates, and then after I'm finished with the second one here, I'm gonna switch over to Munchlax from Pokemon. Ew. Ew. I feel like the one thing I don't like about getting a massage is like once when you initially get the massage, your body is like jelly, right? Everything's relaxed, everything is just like loosey goosey. And then like by day 2, 3, everything starts tensing back up into like position and everything's kind of like, you know, popping back into place. And I'm just kind of like, my shoulder hurts not because it didn't get relaxed. It hurts because it's tensing back up. And I said some Asian style. Wait, chin wraps? Chain? Is it EIN or is it IEN? I think I know what you're talking about. Also, I literally have sushi in the fridge. I went out to go get stuff for my daughter real quick, and then like I stopped by the sushi place real quick, and I was just like, not if I get hungry, but when I get hungry, I'm gonna go ahead Sunside chicken, Asian style chicken wraps. Oh, that would make more sense with chicken. I have so much sushi for my birthday. I want a rotary sushi place. You went to a rotary sushi place, and I was like feral hungry beast there. There's a couple. I know there's like one place called like Revolving Sushi. I went to one in North Carolina one time when I was visiting for work and also to go see some of my friends. And it's really cool how like you just sit there and you just eat, and they're just like, "Oh, what's coming next?" And you're like, "I don't know, but I'm gonna put it on my plate." It was my first time placing it. It was so much fun watching each plate just go by and snatching them up. Yeah. And I forget one time I went to a sushi bar with some friends, and one of my friends, their partner had ordered like a sushi boat, and I'd never seen a sushi boat before. But it was literally like a giant boat of like all different kinds of sushi, and I was just like, I remember asking him too, I was like, "You're gonna eat all that?" And he's like, "No, you can have some." And I'm like, boy, if I ordered a sushi boat, I'm ordering for myself. I'm eating that entire boat. Before I knew it, we had like 7 plates on our table, and I said we gotta eat these first before we start taking more. Oh my god, I like stacking my plates. Like, I'll get a plate and I'll eat it, and then I'll like stack it like on top of each other just to see how tall I can make it. But, like, one of my friends try to keep up with me, and I'm just like, you don't want these problems. You greatly underestimate how much I love sushi. Like, I will out eat you every time. Yeah. We did the same too. Made a little tower. I still wonder like how those places make money. Cause like the one I went to, they didn't serve alcohol, but it was like I think $25 per person to kind of like, you know, eat as much as you can. And like you had like I think about, I want to say the max time there was like at 2 hours before you had to like get up and leave, right? Which makes sense because people just sit there and just eat until whenever. But it's just the rate the three of us were able to eat. Like I have gone to sushi bars and spent easily $100 on sushi and drinks and rice and stuff. And you're telling me for $25 I can eat as much as I want? And I have 2 hours to do so? Again, I tell y'all, I am a poor investment. I will literally bankrupt you. Josh, thank you for the link. All you can eat is great. Yeah. I remember when I was pregnant, the IHOP that was like near my old place had all you can eat pancakes. And the way I would like go in there and just be like, you do not know the depths of my hunger. I remember I like just sat there one time and I was doing homework and I was just there by myself just eating plates and plates of pancakes, and the waitress was like, "You're good?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Mind you, I'm actively on my 5th plate. It's like 4 pancakes each plate. Oh no, 2 pancakes each plate at the time. And she's just like, "Which pancake do you want anymore?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, can I get the strawberry one this time?" Yeah. Go ahead, bring it out. Also, can I get a side of eggs? Thank you. Not only grannies, now JT. There is no acting up over here. Don't make me don't. Keep it together. Keep it together. Keep it together. Thank you for the lurk. Keep it together. We're trying to act up over here. Imagine. But the rotary, each plate was a specific price, so we could kind of see how much we were spending. Oh, it was per plate, or the pricing was per plate. That's cool. The place we went to just had like a flat fee. Like I want to say it was like $25-$30, just like, you know, get in to eat. They didn't serve alcohol, but like I don't know how they particularly made money, because like I said, we got like I think 4 pieces of sushi per plate. And we were burning through, like, mind you, these were like half rolls, but like we were burning through like easily 8 plates per person. Well, hold on, my other friend, she didn't eat as much. But me and her fiance, we could throw it back. Like, I don't know what it is about like the smallest people be having the biggest appetites. Because she's bigger than both of us. And I think after like her 4th plate, she was like, "I'm good." And I was like, "Okay, cool." Now, mind you, he and I are like skinny. We're not particularly like, you know, bigger people, but we were like on our 8th plate, and we're just like, "Are you still?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can go for. Yeah." Did you get a chance to try? No, I didn't. Is it coming? Yeah, it's coming back. It's coming. Yeah, go ahead, put that on your plate. Go put. And she just watches us, and she's just like vaguely like, you know, jokingly horrified. Us just throwing back more and more plates, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm ready to go." And we're just looking at her like, we still got like 30 more minutes. Like we could. I never tried like, you know, fish eggs before. Like. That was just what we did. But like, it was fun. I really want to go back to another like rotating sushi place. I'm a tiny 5'2" gal. I know I have a small appetite sometimes, but when the moon and stars align, I eat like 2 people worth of food. Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, I'll either pick at stuff all day, or I'm throwing back a 3-course meal. Like, there's no in between. And most of the time, like, whenever like I eat on stream, y'all catch me like at the end of the day when I've like kind of like grazed all day. Like this morning, I had like 2 mini muffins and an iced coffee for breakfast, so I wasn't really particularly hungry. And then for lunch, we had Zaxby's. But like the moment I ate the Zaxby's, I knew I was gonna be hungry like almost immediately, because that wasn't even like 3 hours ago. And by the time I got to the grocery store, I was like, "Oh no, I feel it." So I got some sushi so I could eat later today. But like there has been times where I'm just like, "Y'all, let me tell you how I had 3 whole meals today, and they were not small." Like, I didn't forget one time I made myself like waffles and scrambled eggs and turkey sausage and a cup of coffee for breakfast at like 8 o'clock in the morning. And then like for lunch, I had like a thick bagel sandwich with melted provolone, a side of chips, and like a protein shake. And then I had a snack in between. And then for dinner, I just had like 3 bowls of pasta. Like, I was just hungry. I was so hungry. And I was like, bro, what is this? And then the next day, I had iced coffee for breakfast. And then for dinner, I had like half a plate of like all chicken Alfredo. You know, just the balance. It all works itself out. No, between absolutely none. Speaking of though, I might like finish this and then take a quick food break and then like actually switch over to Munchlax afterward. Because I'm kind of on track. I'm hoping to get the second one done by 8:30 and then eat and then switch over to crochet Munchlax because the base of it is so big I can't crochet at my table like this. So the camera's gonna be like facing me, but I'm gonna be like leaned back in my chair. So y'all will be able to see my hands from a distance, but like not up close like this. Hey, can y'all do me a favor? Just to, like, you know, appease my anxiety. But if you are here in chat and you're lurking, can you put a 1, the number 1 in chat real quick? Because I want to see if YouTube is still not recording the right amount of, like, you know, concurrent viewers. Because right now it's showing me only one person's watching. And I'm kind of just like, that's weird. If you're lurking in chat, please put a 1, the number 1 in chat. So I can see how many people are actually watching versus what YouTube is recording. Right? It's very weird. Like, I'm not really sure how YouTube works when it comes to, like, the live streaming and, like, how they keep track of their, like, you know, viewers and stuff. Because Twitch is pretty good about updating pretty quickly as numbers fluctuate, but it seems like YouTube takes a while. People are probably in and out, possibly. I know sometimes, or not even, I know for a while on Twitch, people were talking about how if you're inactive in someone's stream for a long period of time, they like don't count you as a view. And I'm kind of just like, that's weird. Because like I'd be popping in and not saying anything for 18 hours. If you're on, I'm on. But I'm not sure if YouTube is like, you know, similar. Okay, this is that one. So yeah, so if you're in chat and you're lurking, please put a 1, the number 1 in chat. So I can see exactly how many people are watching. People are in and out and YouTube does not update as fast. Yeah. It's just weird. Like the only reason why I'm like concerned about my numbers is because like whenever I stream so far I've been like pretty consistent about gaining about like 50 public watch hours with every stream. you know, give or take like, you know, a couple of viewers here and there. But this is the first time like our numbers have been lower than usual, and I'm kind of just like, huh, is it me? Is it YouTube? I know y'all are in here. Josh hit the lurk immediately, so like they should definitely be in here. But I'm not trying to be too stressed out about it. It's just annoying because like as a content creator, I do have to be mindful of my numbers sometimes. Like it hurts, but also it's helpful, but also it stresses me out. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna leave the stream on, but I gotta go cook dinner and I'll be back. Gotcha. Thank you for the lurk. What does lurk do? Oh, it just lets me know that y'all are still here. But y'all might like, you know, be away from your keyboard or away from the screen. Or just busy, like, you know, not chatting. Usually there's a command behind it that like that says something, but I haven't like ported that over yet from my Twitch. Bruh. What? Ain't no way to really bring Nicolas Cage to No, listen, because I saw that on Twitter today. And I was like, bro, what are we doing? What is this? Who asked for this? I don't remember asking for a damn thing. Like, I do, and what kills me is like, I don't know if he's a killer or a survivor. I didn't really look that hard. I just saw more information July 5th. I mean, okay, but I'm still confused. This isn't clarifying anything. Why not both? No. No. Get out. No. What do you mean, why not both? Do you know how confusing that would be? You're running around and you can't tell if your heart rate's going up because a friend nearby, the killer nearby. They gotta give him different skins if they make him both. Also, why is he even in the game? Of all people. Why Nick Cage? Why Nicholas? What did he like? Like, I know from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know from other people that Nicolas Cage apparently is really bad at managing his money. So like one of the reasons why we see him so often, and like, wait, the killer is him from that last movie. Wait, what? I'm ignoring you. He's my favorite meme actor. No, okay, so apparently he's really bad about managing his money. And one of the reasons why we see him kind of like do whatever and every and anything is because he's constantly like working gigs and blowing his money on stuff that he has no business blowing it on, you know? So I'm not surprised to see him in Dead by Daylight. Like it tracks, honestly. Like, what more obscure thing can you do? He literally did the Five Nights at Freddy movie, not the official one, but the knockoff one that couldn't call itself Five Nights at Freddy, but you definitely knew it was Five Nights at Freddy. But I'm just like, what is this? What's going on? Let's see. And Survivor him is from Natural. Not Killer him is from Renfield the Vampire or Dracula or whatever. And then Survivor him is him from I'm done. Imagine it's how we end the stream with I can't use words right now. No. I like dinosaur bones. Oh my goodness. I can't. This is just so much. Like, okay, these two. Come on, I did this wrong. Aha. Okay, now I have 2. I just need to like pick the other leg and stuff it. I need to do 3 more. Okay, I'm gonna go get my food and then we could talk more about this whatever debacle he's currently in. Cause what is this? Alright, y'all, I'm back. And I have sushi. Turn this up just a little bit. I'm gonna eat this real quick and then I'm gonna like get back to crocheting. Also, thank you everyone for liking the video. I really do appreciate it. I wonder if we get to 10 likes tonight before I hop off. We're already at 6. That's like 4 more. Ain't nothing. But yeah, Nicolas Cage and Dead by Daylight. Let's discuss, because how did we get here? What alt universe are we on now? Because I feel like we went from one alt universe to another one, and now we're on the 3rd or 4th one. I lost track. But I need to know right now if he's going to be a survivor or a killer, because I don't want to be running, like, I'm just going to, at this point, I'm just not even going to play Dead by Daylight anymore, because y'all really going to have me running away from Nicolas Cage dressed up in a vampire outfit. Or maybe I'm going to be Nicolas Cage running away from, I don't know. I have too many questions, not enough answers. Plot twist. Can you imagine seeing Nicolas Cage run away from himself? Like an alt version of himself? Okay. My wife made a fake shrine to him in our college bathroom to scare our sweet mate. Oh my god. Did it work? Now I make another cult in Cult the Lamb and just have every member be named after different characters Nicolas Cage has played in his career. There's a lot of characters, so we'll have the names. We'll have the names. He's not a killer, and he's not a survivor. He's a savior. He's Superman from the unreleased Tim Burton Superman. Oh my god, Fresh, please. Why are you like this? Why are you like this? How would that even work? How would that even work? Do we even have Nick Cage in Fortnite? Not your sweet man was scared out for wits. Oh my god. It'll be a DLC. Oh my god. Watch this one time. Someone's lurking from the Dead by Daylight team, and they're just like, write that down, write that down. Now, sushi's okay. I wish I had eel sauce. Like, I knew I wanted eel sauce when I got the sushi, but I was like, it's not gonna be that bad without. No, I need my eel sauce. I want to look up the origin of sushi later, because I don't really know how someone was just like, yeah, let's take this rice real quick, wrap up in this seaweed, and put raw food in the middle. Like, it's gonna be fire, trust me. The hoes gonna love this one. Like, I don't know. Like, they do. It's me, I'm hoes. But, like, who thought of this? I finished panel 4. About to start on panel 5. Let's go, let's go. Once I finish those and get the squares attached, I'll share a new work in progress photo. Yay! So wait, so how much work did you do like on the full dress? Because that's panel number 5, and then you have to like the squares and everything. And you did the sleeves like earlier, last month I think. You better than me, because the way I would have been like, bro, this is too much. I don't mind making big, like, you know, crochet pieces, but like all the details sometimes, having to go back over and like edit stuff and like work on like finer design portions of my crochet, I don't have the patience for it. Like, I say that, I don't have the patience often for it. I could do it sometimes, but it's very rare. I was so worried I was gonna drop it on my lap. There's 15 squares, took about 8 hours each. Each triangle, pineapple, and indicate how with the 79 rows gradually increasing. The top half of the sleeves took about 30 hours. Remade the collar 4 times. There's about 300 hours in, I think. Yeah, counting all the redos. Yeah. I feel like when you make something for the first time, it takes like twice as long to make it because you don't know how, like, you know what you want, but you're not really sure how it's gonna land. And then the second time you make it, it takes you like half the amount of time because now you know what you're doing. And the third time you make it, it takes even less time. But that first time, like that initial project takes like three years to figure out, because you're over here trying to figure out how complicated do you want to make it. Does this design work? Can you do it again? Does it fit? It doesn't fit. Okay, what did I do? Okay, I'm gonna put it down. Oh no, I forgot what I was doing. Let me just start over from the beginning because I'm not gonna figure it out right now. Like, there's so much that goes into making a design. Let's see, so there I was, barbecue sauce on my biddies. There I was, pickled ginger on my biddies. Yeah. Like, y'all saw how shocked I was. I was like, wait. I'm sorry y'all had to see that. But, like, the pickled ginger was not on my side. Yeah, you have to chart your course and then you can make it smoothly. Like, Steve took half the time to see one. Yep. And then people are like, pattern? I would, no, like, that's why I get so upset whenever people are just like, hey, I made a pattern for this. You know, the pattern itself is like $5. And I'm just like, how much time did it take for you to make that pattern? Because, yeah, sure, you're not like actively crocheting the thing from start to finish and giving them a finished product. They have to do that part. But also, did it not take you like 3 years to figure out what the you did? Did it not take you a large family-sized bag of barbecue chips to eat through to figure out what you did do? How many brain cells did you use to figure out if you used a 5.5 or a 6mm hook? Plot twist, you used a 5. You didn't even use a 5.5. It just looked like it because the yarn was thicker than usual. Like, there's so much work that goes into pattern making. And then, like, I've actually had people complain about the prices of my patterns. Which, y'all already know, like, if people complain about the price of anything I have, the price goes up. Like, I don't have to tell you. Like, I remember, God, last year was interesting. And this person isn't necessarily a problem. It's just interesting how they went about addressing the thing. So, like, last year I was, selling, like, you know, sweatshirts and everything. And, like, they were through a drop shipper. So, another company, like, you know, that actually makes the sweatshirt ships in LA and stuff. And they have their preset pricing for their production. And by default, anything larger than the large costs more to make. So if I say, like, you know, it costs them $10 to make a large and it costs them $8 to make a small, and I say I want to sell them for $30, the large is going to be $40 and the small is going to be $38 by default, because of their initial pricing. So I have to manually go back in and change the pricing so that it all says $40 across the board, or it all says $38 across the board. But one time I forgot to do that. I posted the pattern, or I posted the sweatshirt, and this person randomly was just like, I love your stuff, but I really hate to see the fat phobia in your pricing for your sweatshirts. And I was like, huh? Is I went back to look what they were saying, and I was like, oh. Are you new here, or? Because the only time the pricing of my stuff goes up or fluctuates between a small and large is literally whenever I'm hand making it, because it literally takes more time. That's it. But it's funny thinking back on it now, because like they were like defending themselves, and like I forget what all they said. Like it's in the This Messy channel, because I was like, y'all look at this, because I was like actively venting to y'all and being very professional on my main page, because I wasn't gonna, like, you know, roast them. But also, I was just like, I find it really weird how, like, you went about it, because, like, you didn't even ask or DM me. You just immediately publicly started, like, you know, blasting me for having I think, like, it was, like, an $8 price difference between the two things. Now, mind you, because this is the one time I actually, like, missed it, usually I'll, like, eat the difference of the sweatshirts. Or I'll eat the difference of, like, you know, the pricing it takes for the company to produce the shirts. But because they caught it, and they were like, you're being fatphobic, now everything costs more. I was like, the small could have been $38, but now everything is $40. So, is this what you wanted? Because if I caught it, everything would have been the lowest price. You know, I would have ate the difference. But because they caught it and put me on blast, I was like, oh, well, guess what? Now they all cost $75. If you get a small, it's $75. If you get a large, it's $75. If you get an extra large, it's $75. But it's just weird, though. It was weird to me, because, like, I remember, like, talking to them one-on-one, like, in messages and stuff, and they were, like, actively, like, deleting their stuff. And I was like, don't delete it. Leave it up there. You were so bold and honest in the first place. Leave it up there. It's a learning lesson for everybody. But, I remember telling them, be mindful putting a black non-binary person on blast on social media, because the internet is not kind to people that look like me. And then we don't get the grace to make a mistake. So even if your point is valid, even if you're pointing out, you know, the obvious fat phobia that I have to deal with working with this company, that I will have to manually go through and make sure they don't do that really weird price difference when they're actively making pennies on the, like, it's a mass production company. They're not hand making anything. Like, they're not losing money they're just fatphobic. But putting me on blast? I'm black, first of all. I'm gonna need you to calm down. Charge standard for both. Problem solved. Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly how it is. I'm just like, oh, heard you. Raise the price for all of them. Got it. It really have hurt them to reach out more privately or to use more tact. Yeah. Like, it wasn't like, you know, like, I had honestly made a mistake and I didn't catch it. And, like, at the end of the day, I'm glad they told me. Cause I'm just like, yeah, no, you're right. Like, let me go ahead and fix this. Because, like, I would hate for someone to, like, you know, just, like, shrug it off and, like, buy it. And I notice it. And I'm just like, oh, my bad, y'all. You're not supposed to spend this much. Hold on. Let me fix it now. But, like, it was just weird. But also, they never even bought a sweatshirt. They made all that noise. It didn't even buy anything at the end of the day. Which is why I'm just like, bro, what was the point of putting me on blast in my own space? For you to not even like, did you not, why would you do that if you didn't want to? Oh. I know my headphones disconnect sometimes. Okay, let me see if I can fix it. Okay, that should be good. Sometimes the headphones disconnect and like I get like a really loud staticky noise. I'm not sure if y'all can hear it or not, but like I gotta like literally turn it off and turn it back on again. Okay. Meanwhile, damages your character reputation for them to outright come out with blasters. Yeah. Like I feel like because they came in, they put me on blast in my space versus putting me on blast in like a separate space where I couldn't like, you know, say it or see it in real time, would have been worse, because then I wouldn't know until like, you know, people started saying something. And every so often, like I do find myself Googling myself just to see if like, you know, people are like saying anything about me. But also I'm just like, I don't know, I feel like if I don't practice being okay with people like putting me on blast for doing something and I'm obviously in the wrong, or even like, you know, I don't know, I feel like there's just a certain way like I need to learn how to pivot that I'm trying to practice, because like I don't like criticism, no one likes criticism, and being on social media for as long as I have, I feel like as I get bigger I'm definitely going to like ruffle more feathers and engage with people, then people are gonna like, you know, have things to say about me. But my thing is like, at the end of the day, if you don't at me in front of my face, then like it was never that serious. Like if you need to talk about me behind my back or put me on blast and I haven't had a conversation about like why you're upset with me or my platform, what something I did, then it's never about actually like, you know, enacting change. Oh my god, I did it. Because like I remember for a while like I was very much on board and behind cancel culture, or I say cancel culture, but I was very much behind the idea of canceling someone. Like, you know, they make a mistake, put them on blast, everyone stops supporting them, and then you're done, move on to the next person. But like I think after a while I slowly began to realize that it wasn't really like canceling anyone doesn't really work, because people just end up picking sides. And then from there, people still support the person who's like, you know, actively in the wrong. And it's so weird because like, I know that depending on like your demographic and like your space, if you double down the thing that you're in the wrong for, people will support you more because they like how much of a troll you are. Which is weird to me, because I'm just like, I thought the point was to better the space and environment, not hee hee and laugh because this person is so naive that it's entertaining now. Like, it just became a really weird sense of entertainment. And I started backing away from, like, you know, the terms and stuff, and, like, I guess enacting any kind of, like, you know, this person shouldn't be supported, blah, blah. Like, I'll still do it every so often, but I find myself, like, not being as engaged with it, like, when I first learned about the term and what people were doing. But it's just weird to me, because I keep thinking, like, you know, if you're trying to do something, if you're trying to hurt someone's reputation, what is the benefit for you? What do you gain from this? Because I definitely notice, and this isn't about anyone in particular, this is just something I noticed in general. Oh wait, I have an idea. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. I'm not sure if I want, I don't think I want to do it. Yeah, I don't want to adjust it. There's no good way for y'all to see this, because it's massive. Like, it's so... Like, I'm gonna just have to, like, really lean into the granny lifestyle right now. Just get in my rocking chair and just be like, oh, back in my day, we didn't have the internet. We didn't have what you youngins call Twitter. We just had the good old grapevine. Heard about it from Ethel. Ethel heard about it from Georgina. Georgina heard about it from Esther. Esther heard about it from her cousin Meredith. And if the information got lost in translation, then we would just have to hope that Meredith will come back to Ethel and Esther and everybody else that told the story and clarify for herself. But, not me saying that too, because how big the dress is. Yeah, like, there's no good way to crochet on stream with this. So I'm kind of just like, well, back in my day, we only had 100 character limit on Twitter. Now you youngins got 375 in Twitter Blue. Y'all could pay for characters. We had to make threads. We had to take our ideas and chop them up into an 18-part Twitter story. And if you read one before the other and you were confused, you would have to decipher the message yourself. Back in my... But, yeah, no, I guess I began to notice that people would, like, you know, would say something about someone, and even if the information was, like, you know, true or valid, I began to ask myself, like, you know, what was, like, you know, the purpose of it? Like, what was the reason behind you bringing up this information? Because I know that some people, and this, hopefully this doesn't sound as shitty as it does in my head, because, like, I've noticed, I think I've touched on this before, like, on Twitch, and it's one of the reasons why, like, I have such a hard time asking y'all for help for anything, because I am trying to navigate this space myself as I get bigger, and as y'all have shown your generosity on many different scales. Like, my goodness. I noticed that, like, you know, some people are just always in a constant state of distress, but, like, it becomes like a part of their brand almost. And I'm trying to figure out how to, like, explain this. I feel like y'all have seen this, and it's such a weird phenomenon, because I don't really know when it happens, or, like, when it becomes, like, a dominant antidote, like, in their content creation. But, like, there's some people who are marginalized, and I notice that, like, you know, they will say, like, you know, this and this happened, this and that happened, and those things, you know, are true, they're valid. You know, those things happened, they were bad, they were traumatizing, they say they need help. But then, like, they also have stuff that they kind of get into and do, and people question them, but then no one really says anything, because, like, you know, their status as a marginalized person is so prominent that, like, it'll be easy for it to get misconstrued as you being, you know, any one of the phobic or isms or whatever. But I don't know, like, this constant state of distress sometimes bothers me when it comes to content creators, because I'm kind of just like, you interact with them, and at some point they have an issue. Oh, that's what it is. I know exactly a perfect example. of this phenomenon that I noticed, and then I began to back away, but then I started seeing people kind of like mimicking this model. So y'all remember how Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, and I forget the other person's name. One's banned off of YouTube for forever, and one is currently under house arrest. But y'all remember like those big three like on YouTube for a while, like the makeup gurus and stuff, and how like they will start fake beefs with each other just to like, you know, promote their products and everything, but like they would create like this kind of false outrage. And they'll be like, oh my god, this person said this, and like now they're transphobic. Oh my god, this person said this, I was working with them but I couldn't tell you on the moment because we had to get past this project, but like I'm telling you now, don't support them, they're homophobic. Oh my god, you guys, this person's racist, I had the receipt right here, I was hanging out with them. Why are you hanging out with the racist? But I like noticed this kind of model, and like they would just like take turns canceling each other. And people would pick sides and support and be like, oh, I'm supporting them because of this, I'm supporting because of it. And I'm just like, okay, but like, I feel like they're exploiting like actual issues that people can and do have and making it like a really sick form of entertainment. So now if people say, hey, you know, this person's actually problematic, I am trans and this is my receipts, y'all take it as entertainment. And then y'all begin to like pick sides, and that's just so weird to me because I'm kind of just like, when did outrage get monetized in such a clean and succinct way? Because I know other content creators do it like on a smaller scale. Like we'll see other, like not necessarily Jeffree Star or Shane Dawson like size, but like smaller or content creators do the same thing like in their own group, and then like they'll just take turns being outraged by each other, and then people will pick sides or whatever, and then people will donate and do it, and I'm just kind of like, but what do y'all do besides like start drama and then drop it and then pick it back up every like 3 to 6 months when y'all need money again? Am I the only one noticing this pattern, or is it just me? And this is really weird. It's really weird to me because like I'm torn between mimicking this kind of fake outrage, or even just like this outrage monetary model, because it took me so long to realize what it was, and so I don't know how ingrained it is, and also just like woefully rejecting it because I don't want to be the center of drama, but then also there is money in drama and outrage. So like I'm torn. I'm honestly really torn because I'm kind of just like, I don't want to participate in this, but is there a way to not participate if you engage in social media? Because it's become an integral part of social media. Because like there's a reason why YouTube drama channels do so well, so much better than feel good, you know, channels that are just like, hey, let's just vibe out together, let's just have good vibes and good energy together. But I have a lot of like, you know, think pieces on social media, content creation, outrage, cancel culture, etc., because I'm slowly becoming more and more aware of how it affects me and how I process information around me. But then I'm also just like, how much of it do I regurgitate not knowing? Or not even not knowing, but like just how much of it do I regurgitate because I have been exposed to it, you know? Like it's not like an on purpose or even a naivety. It's just a, you know, I'm a byproduct of this. Bro, this thing is massive. Like I know it's big, but also like, where's the end? Okay, it's over here. Definitely this is gonna be interesting. I'm going to get a whole nother box of polyfill from the store when I get back from MomoCon and stuff it, because there ain't no way I'm going to be able to use the polyfill I currently have. I'm not going to have any left. The crochet project never ends. Listen, it's just like, it's gonna be done. My plan is to have this thing ideally the body done by like the end of June, and then work on the head, and then like I'm trying to have it done by like Dragon Con, like September. I might end up working on some projects in between, but like it's gonna be really big, y'all. It's gonna be the biggest plushie I've ever made. I also need to make sure I take like adequate breaks though, because it's the way. I just know like once when I get like past, are you gonna sell it? Oh no, this one's already sold. This is a custom order someone had paid for in January this year, and I told them I would start it after I got all the supplies and everything, after I made space in my like, you know, craft space, because I was just like, the moment I make this, it needs its home. Like, it needs its own particular corner, and I have that in the sunroom. But then I made the giant Snorlax, and the giant Snorlax I'm gonna take with me to MomoCon and like have that hopefully sell. Oh shoot. I know Fresh is trying to claim the giant Snorlax. And I can't wait to take pictures of this Munchlax though. Like, this right here is gonna be... It's gonna be my baby. Like, you know, not my baby, but like, you know, this is gonna be a really awesome project. Like, I saw Yarnspirations had shared someone made a massive Snorlax, bigger than the one I made. I'm talking like it sits... Like, you see like the corner of my room here? Like, it sits, the head like touches like the top of the window. It's like just under like 6 feet tall. And I was like, now why would you do that? Where would it go? It needs its own, like, it basically could pay rent at this point. That's how big it is. But they had shared it, and it was funny though, because I remember like I felt like this like initial like jump of like jealousy, because I was just like, how dare you make a bigger Snorlax than mine? But then it like immediately died down to like nothing, because I was just like, do you even want a 7-foot Snorlax? And I was like, no. Not actually. It'll be cool to say that I made it, but it would need to leave my apartment immediately. Like, it would need to leave same day. Like, I'm not trying to, no. Gigantic Snorlax, it's a bed. It's a whole bed. Like, maybe like a beanbag size I could get with that, but like a like damn near 7 foot, 6-7 foot, no, I refuse to have that. Like, if I had a house, sure. Like, I remember I saw another picture, like, y'all, I have this another think piece that no one asked for, but I saw someone had posted a picture of them crocheting a life-size elephant. Like, they had crocheted like a life-size elephant, and was like, it looked like a whole, it was in their front yard. 20K Snorlax. Basically a small, like, you know, down payment for my house. Y'all want this Snorlax? But someone had crocheted a life-size elephant, and I remember like feeling, I don't know what the, like, I would say the word would be disgusted, because it's kind of a complicated combination of feelings at once. But like, it was a white woman who has a house, who has a front yard, to put a life-size elephant. The life-size elephant was it actually AI? Yeah, I'm tired. I still stand by my feelings though, because like, it was just the privilege of it all. The idea that some white woman could crochet a life-size elephant, put it in her front yard because she had generational wealth in a house, and she ain't got bills for real, so she could just buy a bunch of plastic and make an elephant. Like, because yarn is still plastic, y'all. It's still glorified plastic. So like, I'm kind of glad it was AI, but I'm also just like, gross. I was to say I saw a giant lion. People were saying it was AI. As far as I know, yes, a lot of the AI stuff is going around and it's getting hard to tell sometimes. Oh my god. You know what? I'm only going to trust if it's a video now. If I don't see you actively riding your, like, elephant on video, I don't want it. And I'm also kind of curious, so, like, why would people, like, not why would, but, like, I wonder how AI is going to affect, crochet artists and stuff. Because, like, on one hand, I feel like it would be kind of cool to have someone be like, here's a crochet idea I have. An AI generator made this for me so now you can see what I want in my head. I think that'd be kind of cool because dealing with clients that don't know what they want, but they definitely know what they don't want, I'm gonna need AI to take care of that initial idea creation process for me, okay? But like this lying thing, this whole sharing thing, I don't know. It was probably the same pic. The giant lion was also in her yard. Okay. Yeah, Lion Brand shared grannies in Knit Batman cosplays. And it was the whole thing. Wait, grannies in Knit Batman cosplays? Bro, I'm so over. This is honestly just a me thing, and like I want my flowers, y'all. I want my flowers. Like, yeah, sure, I have yarn inspirations in my bag, okay? But also, I need Lion Brand to perceive me. Because if I see one more old white woman get praise for like crocheting or knitting a cosplay or an outfit or whatever, and I'm sitting here in my whole like catalog of crochet cosplays, I'm gonna lose my shit. Like, I'm gonna need y'all to just for 2 seconds look over here. I'm gonna blow up Lion Brand's DMs. The grannies were AI. So you're telling me that I'm being overlooked by the wait, was that they weren't showcasing crochet cosplayers but AI cosplayers? Oh no. Lion Brand. So you're telling me I'm losing out to the girl Smart House? That old Disney movie? What was her name? I'm losing out to the Smart House chick? I'm screaming. Let's see. Yardspace is shared it too, and I was like, but they have YG, they don't need AI. Yeah, see, I don't understand. I don't understand. Now I want to look it up. Woo, what if I make... No, that's petty. I'm losing out to Pam. I know, this raggedy... My dog is being so cute, and she's like curled up in a little ball and sleeping. As if she's not a menace. As if she's not... Yo, I can't. Oh yeah, Yarnspaces has shared my Mario start in their story on Instagram, and I was very proud of myself. Because I was like, yeah. Now share my cosplays. Post me on your front page. Make me a Stitch and Pass. Like, I'm just over here just like, ooh, one step closer. We're getting there, boys. I feel like most people would have been fine, but Lion Brand didn't even call it AI till people blasted him. Wow. Pat, that's what I think it was. Listen, if it starts with a P, I'm gonna call her Patricia. Not me out here losing to Patricia. Embarrassing. But yeah, I just know I'm ready for my flowers, and like I'm getting them slowly, but like I think what kills me sometimes too is like watching like other pages have like, and it's not even just like so many more followers, but it's just like the engagement, it's like the awe and stuff. Like I think that's what I'm like really looking at, because like people see my stuff and they're very much like, you know, impressed. But then when it comes to online, like I can't really say it flops. It hovers in this nice little cute corner, you know? But I'm ready for global attention. But also, don't perceive me. But also, look at what I did. But also, if you steal my pattern, I'm throwing a fit. But also, I am that bitch. But also, don't DM me asking for a design you know you're not going to pay for. I will charge you appropriately. But also, give me my flowers like a bouquet. But also, not too much. I'm allergic to pollen. Like, that's just me, all 2023. I personally have no problems as long as you're crediting it as AI, but also weird of yarn page to share AI instead of real makers, you know? I always be glad if I always be glad I found you in your little corner cube of the world. No, but honestly, like, I am so proud of you. Like, watching your stuff, like, you grow as a crocheter and as a crochet cosplayer, like, it's not even, I think what the feeling is, it's not even like a wow, you're outdoing me. It's a wow, you're doing it in such a unique way that is you. And I'm just so like in awe by. Because I feel like I cannot stand other crocheters that like try to copy other crocheters. And like I know like we're all inspired, like this is some way to make a circle. But when someone could crochet in such a way that's so unique to them, I'm kind of just like, wow. I could never. I would never. I refuse to. But also, like, if you put our works together, you could literally tell who made what. And I love that for you. Because, like, your stuff is so good. But, like, literally, I could see your left ankle. And I'd be like, that's Starlight. Yeah, that textile crochet in the corner in the bottom right hand. That's Starlight. Don't tell me it ain't anybody else, okay? They have a very unique style. 300 hours, yeah. Not me. No, I'm a crisp 37. But yeah, it's really cool watching you girls or crochet cosplayer and put what you put together, because like it's just like it's so uniquely yours, and I love that for you. And I cannot wait to see what else you make. But also, like, if you work on one project for like 2 years, I'm just gonna be like, yo, they started in 2023. They got done in 2025. They used like a 5mm hook. They made a ball gown. Like, I'm over here on my 18th hat, and you're just like, I made a ball gown in 2 years. And I'm like, listen, we are two very different crocheters. Love that for you. Like, oh my god. Watching crocheters flourish is like my favorite thing. Like, I really, it's just, it's like we all have like a similar way of like crocheting, but then we all do it so differently, and I just love that about crochet. You're making me blush, but I do love to see it. It's amazing to see how much yarn cosplay has grown as a whole. Next, I would be... Wait, no, you ain't no way! From Genshin? Hold on, Say psych. Say psych right now. Cause what do you mean? You just gonna crochet this whole fit? I believe in you. But did you start last year? Is the yarn on the way? Have you decided when you're gonna quit your job? Like, I just... Right? Like Genshin, I want to cosplay from Genshin so badly, but like when I say a Genshin cosplay will literally end me, like Genshin will like, hold on, I need to figure out which character, I forget the name, but I will show y'all the character that I want to cosplay and make at one point. Where is it? Where is this character? I forgot the name. I never even unlocked it. Who is this one? Who is this one? Bro, leave me alone. This is the character I want to cosplay. This is my crack cocaine pipe dream of a cosplay that I want to make. And I don't know when. I don't know how. I know but this bitch got puffy pants and ruffles on the sleeves. I'ma pass away. Y'all see the detail right here? Y'all see this? And the boy got a cape. Crack pipe dream of a cosplay that I really want to make, but also Genshin, crocheting anything Genshin actually terrifies me. Because it's the way I know I will start on the hat. I will try to make the flower. I will literally pass away from just making this part. I will be like, well, y'all, that's enough. That's good enough for me, y'all. I made a flower. I made a little leaves. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. And then I have to make the beret part. Pass away. And then I have to make... What? I'm deceased. I'm gone. I'm done. But you really gonna be out here making... Oh my god, but it's so pretty. But also, Genshin characters are so detailed. But also... Let me know when you start on yours so I can be inspired to start on mine, and then we can just crochet Genshin characters together. I look over at the screen and be like, hey, you quit yet? Okay. I know, I might be first. It might be me. I might quit first. He's one of my favorites. Completed, contemplating making his. That's so much. There's his Arcane form. You could possibly make it and mix and nix the wings. Okay, I thought you said make the wings. I was like, wings? I could barely do the cape. What do you mean wings? But yeah, Venti is my dream Genshin cosplay. I feel like the pants would be the fastest thing I could make. Because making like puff pants, I don't feel like would be too difficult. I have an idea of like how I would make it, but like everything else would just be like, I think the most detailed, well no, I have a lot of detailed cosplays, but like I just personally hate having to make fabric or having to make the actual like shirt dress part and then having to go back in with like a slip stitch or any kind of like yarn and just stitch in the design into the actual crochet. Like that is just something that annoys me a lot. I don't know why, but it just does. You're gonna look so good with it. Oh my god, cannot wait. But also, you have panels. What's with you in panels? Wait a minute. I'm processing the outfit now. And you're gonna have to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 panels and then make the dress part a bit. And then you have like a underskirt, a ruffly underskirt. And then these are like, they're not bell sleeves, but they're like puff sleeves. So this comes to do, and then you have to flip this up. And I know you crochet shoes now too, so I wouldn't be surprised if you crochet the shoes too, but also. Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm good. Interesting. I see. There's a pattern here. There's a love of panels, or maybe a hatred of it. I mean, is it masochism? Let's discuss. I'm getting sleepy. I'm not gonna hold you. It's like 9:30. I done did 1 round and a half. I'm trying to make it at 2, but I'm also just like, I could take a nap. Welcome back, Chitty. What'd you make for dinner? I ate my sushi earlier. It was tasty. Yakisoba noodles failed. No, the noodles got mushy. Fixed it with pasta and just made fried veggies. Okay. Yeah, yakisoba noodles I feel like you gotta like be careful with because they're really easy to overcook. Granny bedtime. Listen, it's because I've been going to bed at like 5 a.m. and I've been waking up at like 9:30. And I don't mean to go to bed at 5 a.m. It's just I'm not tired enough to go to bed at like 1 a.m. And y'all already know I was playing Called Lamb yesterday, so that alleged 4-hour stream turned to 7 real fast. So whoops, my bad. And then with my daughter being sick, like my husband keeps up with her mostly. But when she's up at like 8:30, I have to get up and like, you know, double check, make sure they're okay. Waddle around. Sleep very lightly. I feel like one thing people don't mention is like one thing parents get really good at is sleeping very lightly. Because like you never actually get REM sleep. You just kind of like close your eyes. And if they cough or do anything, you're like, I'm up. And then you just like laying back and like you're just like they sneeze, you're like, I'm up. And like it's you don't actually get sleep. You don't actually get any rest. And I'm trying to give him a break because like he was up the entire time with her, letting me sleep when I'm going to bed at 5 a.m. Because we can't both be cranky. I'm resting my eyes on God. Listen, that's the only thing getting any kind of rest. Oh yeah, y'all, before I forget, no stream next Wednesday because I'll be getting ready for MomoCon. Okay. I have now finished my bag of Sour Patch Kids. What about Twitch streams? I haven't decided if I'm going to stream every day until I have to leave on Wednesday, or if I'm going to keep my regular schedule. But I had mentioned before that like I had noticed I have a tendency of like streaming every day before I go out to a con because I'm gonna miss you guys. I'm gonna be tired. I'm not gonna have my normal Saturday and Monday streams. So instead of leaving, let me just stream all the time. But I know tomorrow we'll have a stream on Thursday. I'm contemplating throwing in a productivity stream Friday morning. But it heavily depends on if my daughter goes to school or not and if, like, you know, she's feeling better. And then Saturday's regular, Monday's regular. And my stream Sunday morning, I don't know. Tuesday's regular, unless something happens and I'm just too stressed out to like, you know, stream. And I'll be gone from Wednesday to like Monday. Ugh. I'll be working. Oh yeah, the little YG comes first. Yeah. She has some nasty ass stomach bug. I don't know what got her. But like she literally has like 3 days of school next week because the last day of school was literally that Wednesday. And then she's out for the summer. And her stomach literally said, I'm done. Because she went to school like Monday morning. And then by like literally like later Monday morning, like she didn't even make it like to the end of the day. She got sick and then they sent her home. And then I was like, you good, bro? And she was not good. But like she doesn't have a fever. Like she literally does not have a fever at all whatsoever. She just can't keep anything down. So she's just been kind of riding out the stomach bug for the last like, you know, I guess it'll be officially 2 days now. But today like food's actually staying down and like she's feeling better. We're still trying to like, you know, be really careful about what she eats because we know she's hungry, but also I'm just like, little girl, I'm telling you right now, I have had many a stomach bug. Going for your favorite meal is the worst thing you could do right now. So like she's getting through it. But yeah, she's basically been out like this whole week for school. and then she goes in for like 3 days next week, and then she's done until August. I have a little brother. They get those sometimes. Yeah, I noticed. Like, this is also like her first time being in school because, like, you know, pandemic, COVID. Like, it's not funny, but it was very ironic that we had everything set up for her to go to school. Like, we had paperwork filed, the school picked out, the teacher met, the classroom, everything. And we were like coming up to the deadline to turn the paperwork for her to actually be in school, right? Everything shuts down. And I'm just like, God damn. And then, like, here we are, like, you know, 3 years, not even 3 years, but like 2 years later. And she started school last year. And now she's just, like, you know, getting sick left and right. But I honestly feel like her body's just taking a hit because it didn't have those early years to acclimate to school life. So, like, all the pre-K germs that she would have gotten, all the preschool germs, nope. She's getting all of them at once right now. And I'm just like, little girl, I'm sorry you so sick all the time. But, like, hopefully first grade will be a little bit easier on you. Because we put her in kindergarten to see how she would adjust socially to being away from us and being in school and all that. And literally the first 3 months were just miserable. She was like, I hate it. And then afterwards, she was like, okay, I made some friends. And then a little bit longer, she was like, okay, I do like it. I actually like going to school. And I'm just like, okay, cool. It took half the school year, half the semester. But I'm glad you like it now. Little kids going to school around these last few years, I wonder what it's like for them. Yeah. I don't know. Like, a lot, I know the teachers have, like, you know, mentioned that it is a lot. I think the one thing that's, like, most noticeable is that everyone is kind of in whatever grade the parents feel comfortable with. Because, like, she's technically supposed to be in first grade. But I'm just like, listen, I'm not going to be throwing her in school not knowing what level she's at. And also, like, it's just a lot. Because, like, little kids, like, not even just little kids. You were home with your parent for the last, like, 2 going on 3 years, nonstop. Like, you didn't have anyone or anything else. And now you're just supposed to be okay with being away from them? And you have to do homework? No. I was like, absolutely not. Okay, like, if she suddenly has, like, you know, an advancement in her education and she could skip grades, sure, she could jump ahead. But I'ma just go ahead and put her in the easiest class possible, so if she needs to spend the first 2 months crying and talking about I miss mom and dad, she could do that and not fall behind. And that's what we did. I'm a preschool teacher. I say that the younger ones don't have a hard time. They adapt pretty fast, but it's definitely a different atmosphere. Yeah. I also notice, like, a lot of kids copy their parents' mannerisms more, because I feel like a lot of people don't realize that because, you know, a lot of kids are not in preschool and, like, you know, kindergarten during those kindergarten years, they copy the adults. So, like, if your kid's gonna act like you because they're learning how to act, and the only other person they have is you. So I feel like a lot of kids act older, heavy on the air quotes, heavy, because they're just mimicking, you know, the other person that has been in the room with them for the last 2 years, which is their parents. And then siblings are interesting. Siblings, I feel like, are different. But I honestly just feel like these last, like, 2-3 years have just been an absolute shit show. So I'm kind of just like, it's whatever. Do what you gotta do. You gonna be okay. My friend had a baby during the pandemic. She said they went to the grocery store at, like, a year, and the baby was like, what the fuck were these people? I thought all the people in the world lived in our house. No, but for real though, because, like, they, like, their perception of everything, like, I think the pandemic only really got hard on us was when she had a sense of time. When she started watching more TV and she started watching more YouTubers, and they were, like, going to, like, Six Flags and stuff, but, like, it was, like, videos from, like, before the pandemic. And then she was like, I want to go outside, I want to have friends, I want to go to Six Flags. And we're just looking at her like, no. Ooh, y'all don't open up outside too soon now, but I'm gonna need y'all know, curve this, fix this curve real quick. Why is it looking one direction-y? Because she's realizing this outdoors. But I think that's the hardest thing is just her getting sick. That's it. Because, like, I don't remember getting, like, I want to have friends. No, it was so hard. Because, like, I remember, like, someone, like, I have a handful of friends, like, that also have kids. But I think what got us was, like, one of the kids would get a cough. And then we'd be all looking at each other like... And then when my friends' kids started going to school before her, I was like... Y'all do know you're dead to me, right? Okay, cool. I'm glad we both understand. Because, like, it's just rough. Like, they catch everything. And everything, like, mind you, she got COVID a day and a half going to school. A day and a half in, she was out of school for, like, almost 3 weeks. Because no matter what she did, no matter what we did, she just immediately caught it. And I was like, bro, what the... We did not spend 2.5 years ducking, dodging, bobbing, and weaving, spraying and cleaning for you to just go into a school, get coughed on once, and then be sick. And, like, fortunately, she had all her vaccines and everything. Like, we're all up to date. And, like, you know, we got through it. But it's just, like, bro, this is rough. Because, like, you never get, like, a little cough, a little runny nose. You get, like, the virus. Like, you get the worst thing out there. Like, what? The first 2 days, damn, yep. A day and a half in. The first day she went, she was like, cool, this is school. She made it halfway through the second day. 10 o'clock in the morning, I get a call. She's been exposed to COVID by someone else that they wouldn't disclose. And I'm just like, we just got here. We literally, the ink on the paperwork is still drying. Now, what got me was, I had COVID in July on a random Tuesday. And she did not get it from me. My husband got COVID from me because he wanted to... And I was like, was it worth it? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, sir. But she didn't catch it from him either. She did not catch it from either of us. She steps into a school for a day, for less than 48 hours. Catches it. I've been teaching almost 5 years, and I'm convinced that I don't get more immune. I just get slightly less ill than the last time I had Yeah. I remember, like, working at daycare and working, like, with kids in college and stuff, and, like, I just felt like my immune system didn't really, like, it know to buffer more. I was still getting sick, but it was just like when I did get sick, it was like always a big deal because like I would get like a little cough here and there. I would get like maybe a runny nose, maybe a sore throat. But then when I got sick, I was like actively in the hospital. Like I was like, what? I was like, that's such a big jump. It's like, yeah, you know, your ear might ring a little bit. You might catch pink eye. Nothing major for like a good 2 years. And then when you actually do get sick, you need to be on the IV drip. Like just no between. No between. I get strep once a year minimum. I used to get strep all the time. Like when I was like the moment I stopped working with kids, the last time I had any issue with my throat, I had bronchitis. And that's because I was working with 2 kids and they were actively in school. And when I say I never get sick until I started working with just exclusively my daughter and no one else, I was like, first of all, I haven't caught like a cold for real in a hot minute. Sir, what? I'm just letting y'all know what happened, okay? I was negative. He was like, are you negative? And I was just like, yeah. And he was like, you want to be positive? And I was like, positive in what? And the next thing I knew. And it was so weird because we had everyone tested. Like, we literally, like, I was just like, I refuse to, like, give you COVID because I'm, like, you know, carrying the virus, but I'm not showing symptoms. And it was so weird because I was negative, he was negative, like, the whole household was negative. We do something, and then, like, a few days later, he's positive. And I'm just like, now, COVID, where were you hiding? You literally just in the back. In the shadow's like, I'm gonna get him. Wait a minute now. They almost done. Girl, that was ugly. That was so ugly. I was like, this is raggedy. But again, we all had our vaccinations. We all had everything. Like, you know, we kept it together. The vaccines do help a lot, though. They helped a whole lot because the way it just felt like the flu. And then at one point we did catch the flu, And that was worse than COVID. I was like, bro, the flu really said, y'all, I heard y'all call me pussy. I heard y'all saying I ain't, all because you got a new name in the game. Let me remind y'all who really held it down. Who really had bodies. And I was like, I don't need a reminder. I'm good, bro. Yeah, I feel like I've made like no progress on this, but also I feel like because it's so big, like any progress I make is not going to be noticeable until I just like keep crocheting like more and more and more. But like we getting somewhere. I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. This is actually a blanket. Like, this is actually a blanket. Last year around Thanksgiving, my wife tested positive for COVID and the rest of the household got sick. We also assumed COVID. Turns out we had the flu all along. No, because I feel like the flu was feeling some kind of way. The flu was just like, y'all don't fear me no more. Y'all don't think I'm big scary. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna remind y'all. The flu got jealous. The flu really got jealous. I was out here talking about something. Y'all don't love me no more. Ever since this new baby came into the household, y'all don't pay attention to me at all. She never got flu. We never got COVID. I'm still in awe. Nani? I'm kind of curious to see how this con season goes, though. Because, like, I'm a little bit nervous for MomoCon. Because, like, I don't think they have a mask policy in place anymore. And, like, I don't like the lack of masks. But also, I'm feeling the social peer pressure to just not wear my mask anymore. And I definitely have not been as diligent as I have been. Mostly because I still feel jaded. I did everything I was supposed to do. Got my vaccines, washed my hands, wore my mask, sprayed people in the face, shamed people with my eyes. And I still caught COVID. Like, bro, what do you mean? I had like a perfect streak. And then y'all were just like Tuesday, 2022. It was vaguely warm outside. So we'll see. I'm gonna like pack my mask though and pack my my handy dandy Lysol. I got more Lysol wipes. Yeah, everything gonna smell nice and clean. Got my hand sanitizer blessed by the Pope himself. Extra strength, yeah. Got my tea kettle so I can make my tea. Yeah. I don't want to play with you anymore. Yeah. Literally. I don't know how much more I want to crochet. Because, like, I feel like I believe I could finish this, but also, I don't think I want to. I think I want sleep. We first got it in January last year, and my wife still can't taste. And we also did the right things. We just hope it comes back that Wednesday. Yeah, see, like, that's what I understand. Like, y'all did everything you're supposed to do, and you're a preschool teacher, so it's kind of like, what's the and it's not even just like, you know, you should be exempt if you do everything right. It's just, it's annoying watching the people do everything not right and then not catch it. Or watching them do everything not right and be like, oh, I caught it 5 times. And then they're still going. It's like, bro, what the... Like, I don't even know, like, what this feeling even is. Besides just, like, squinty eyes and scout. Like, just... Whatever this feeling. I don't have words for it, but it's just... Because I have one friend. I have not seen her in years. And I refuse to see her anytime soon. Because, like, her and her husband were actively traveling during the pandemic. And, like, she went to Japan. She went to a couple of places. And I think, on one hand, she was traveling with her husband because her husband's jobs makes him travel. And even with the pandemic happening, they were just like, hey, you got to go to Costa Rica. And she was like, well, I guess we're going to Costa Rica because you're not losing your job. So, like, I guess we're going. But she was traveling and everything. And it's the way that, like, I think at one point I was expressing that I was nervous about catching COVID in the first place because I'm just like, hey, I don't know what's going to happen if I catch it. And also, I want to get my vaccines. Y'all get your vaccines. Like, do your due diligence. And then she like messages me and she's like, this is like my fourth time catching COVID. It's not that bad. The way we have not interacted in years. The way I was like, and this was before we even had vaccines. Like, people were talking about vaccines and like them coming up and stuff. And I'm just like, again, no words, just this sad face of like, and you still out here trapping Japan, Costa Rica, Venezuela, Botswana. Like, you just over here just traveling up a storm. But I catch COVID on a Tuesday in July randomly. Like, I was just like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And then part of me is also just like, I do feel, this is also like another, I feel like this is like a lot of complicated set of feelings. Because I remember like watching people like leave for Japan and like travel and stuff, and like they were getting really cheap flights because like, you know, COVID, and airplanes were just like, yeah, go fly out of town, go fly out of the country for like $1.50. And now if you try to fly right now, everything's so expensive. Like, I don't think it would have been worth it to even like book a flight during the pandemic. It'll be painfully irresponsible. But I'm also just like, people who were just like, oh yeah, I went over to there for like, you know, it was only $250 when I went, because like, you know, it was in 2021. So I had to pay more because I had to stay home. You know, just that ugly feeling. That's that ugly feeling. You just be looking at them like, it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna be okay. I'll be okay. Let's see. Boggles my mind how people could get it so many times and get back up so soon after without vaccines. Yeah, like I really don't know like what that was. Because we were watching people literally, like, you know, go in, like, you know, droves. And then I have people that I know that are just like, yeah, I gotta go, like, give me one time. Oh, I'm time number 7. It's not that bad. So you just never had a sense of taste. God, like, you just never needed your tongue. Heard you. You never needed to breathe, apparently. Like, your lungs were like, it's fine. We were barely at capacity the first time. What do you mean? Let's see, Cynthia re-loses whatever taste she gets back every time she gets COVID. Like, she can't afford to keep getting it if she wants to taste ever again. And she's a foodie, bro. Yeah, I assumed it was your wife. My mother says people can carry COVID for others to get it from them. Oh, no. Tasting food? No, not a requirement. Lungs? A hindrance. Just breathe with your mouth, JK, bro. Literally, that's I don't get it. Like, I still have some issues because like I became super sensitive to anything like super smoky, so everything like that's like remotely burnt tastes like smoke. But specifically, it tastes like y'all ever like smoke a blunt and then like you get to like the last little bit and you know there's something left, but you still will do like one more drag just to make sure. And that last drag is like, you know, it's that good stuff, and then like just like burnt wood. I have the taste of burnt wood whenever I taste anything caramel, anything barbecue, anything that has like a remotely like mesquite. And like basically like if I ever go to like a cookout and they got like a whole like backyard barbecue nonsense, I'm just tasting burnt wood I'm tasting charcoal. I'm tasting weed the entire time. And it's so weird because like it went away after a while. Like I think it took like 3 months for it to go away. Also, I also smoke, so I can't tell if it went away or if I just got used to it. But today I had Zaxby's for lunch and I had the Zax sauce. And it tasted wrong. I was like, And I tried eating it a few more times, and I was just like, I can't eat this. It tastes weird. And I had my husband try it, and he's like, it's fine. And I'm like, is it me, Jesus? Am I the problem? I thought we were done with this. I haven't had any water today, y'all. Hold on. It's a little bitter. Okay. I think about 5 minutes I'm gonna hop off. So it's almost 10 o'clock for me, and I want to be able to like be well rested, especially if I want to stream tomorrow morning. Because I high-key, oh no, not tomorrow morning, Friday morning. Some places be wild. They really do be. But I kind of had a feeling that like after a while people would just like take COVID the same way we take the flu. It's just a thing that happens, which sucks because like I don't know how people that like survived the flu the first time, like when it was like, you know, big scary, we didn't know what to do about it, came to terms with it just being a thing that we just live with. But also I kind of get it because watching how people just ignore like stuff now, I'm just like, so y'all just shrug and just go about your business. This is the denial of humans is shocking. It's a talent almost. Actually, can I finish this row in like 3 minutes? I only have like this much left. When I finish this row, then I will hop off. Huh, it did not go off. Sorry, I got a new follower, I got a new subscriber, and I was waiting for a notification to go off, and it didn't go off. And now I'm kind of just like, why didn't it go off? Did I miss it? I don't think I missed it. Oh well, I will figure it out later. Actually, I want to show y'all what the alert looks like because it looks really cool. Alright, so like, here's what the subscriber alert is supposed to look like. I'm so sad it didn't go off. I don't know how I have to fix it. I will try to. Wait. Can someone unsubscribe and resubscribe real quick? Because this is like the one thing I wanted to work. Yeah, can someone like unsubscribe and then resubscribe for me and see if I can get it to go off? I just did, and it didn't go off still? You just did it and resubscribed and it still didn't go. Oh, okay. I guess I should figure it out off stream. Because I don't know why it's not working. It should be working. Boo. Thank you guys though. Thank you for testing it out. But I put a lot of work into it. It's so cute. And it was a lot of work. It took me like 2 hours trying to get this thing set up for it to not work. I just like, okay, I was supposed to get this done in 3 minutes and that didn't happen. But now we're so close to 300 followers over here though. We're at 290. We need like 10 more to get to like 300. Wait, is the music done? Is the playlist done? It is. Okay. I was like, it's too quiet for too long. Okay. This is where we're currently at. We're making the body. I think I'm like, what? How many rows up from the last expanding round? That's the expansion. That's expansion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows up from the bottom. So like, it don't really look like much right. I can't even show y'all properly. It don't really look much right now, but like, eventually it will begin to cup and it'll be more ball-like than it currently is. Let me leave this crochet hook. Do I need you? Let me leave you out. Because Lord knows I use it for everything. I might end up working on some of this off stream just because like I like working with this yarn, and like if I need to break my regular projects, it's not beneath me to like grab this and be like, whoa. I'm gonna just crochet this mindlessly for a couple hours. Where's the bag for you? Where's the bag for you? Why did I do that? That's pretty huge. Yeah, it's supposed to be like 4 feet tall from like the head down to the feet. It might be a little bit bigger than that, but like it's gonna be pretty big. Get in there. Yeah. Yeah, this is a little project right here. But alright. Child size. Yeah, basically child size. Alright, so I'm gonna hop off. I will see y'all tomorrow on Twitch for shenanigans. Munchlax has to be big enough to munch. It's true, it's true. But I will see y'all tomorrow for shenanigans on Twitch. I haven't decided what I want to do. I high-key want to play Dead by Daylight, so I didn't do it last time, but also like I've been fighting with Twitch lately, so we'll see what happens. There is no stream next Wednesday. I will be actively running around with my head cut off, screaming, crying, and throwing up, preparing for MomoCon. So I will see y'all the Wednesday after that, which is technically the last day of May. Yeah, the 31st. If you're in my Discord, then you'll see updates in there, because I'll let y'all know my full schedule. So everyone knows, like, when to look out for me. But thank y'all for hanging out with me tonight, watching me crochet, listening to me rant about various things. All my unsolicited think pieces about life and social media and content creation. Oh, my shoulders. Okay. Wait, what happened? Now stream elements. You did 3 emotes. I have a thing on, Josh, I'm sorry. I have a thing on that is supposed to be moderation for links, not for emotes. Let me go ahead and turn it off before I forget. At least now I know it works. Yeah, I was trying to make it so that y'all couldn't post links in here, just because I didn't have anything in here that, like, allowed that, but I don't know why. Now, okay. Try the emotes again one more time. I'm about to turn you off completely. Because what the okay, I'll figure this out off stream. Since apparently... What? No, because everything else is off. What do you mean? Tried it again? Try it again. Or is it registering emotes as links? Because if it is, then, like, bro, you mad dumb for that. Stream elements, please. I'll figure this out later. Alright. At least now you can post stuff in here. They appear for me. Okay, they were getting deleted left and right. But alright. I will catch y'all tomorrow. Starlight, I'll see you later. Josh, Shady, everyone in chat, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I will catch y'all tomorrow on Twitch, doing another shenanigan, causing the chaos. I'm probably never going to sleep. I'm most likely just going to go work on something else. So, night, y'all. Do better than me. Go get some rest. Bye.